Wagwan, everybody. Wagwan, everybody. It's your boy Pankey IBFLB. Once again, I'm back. I'm back like I never left, man. How are you doing, my good people? How are you doing? Are you feeling good like your boy Pankey IBFLB? Let me know. I'm live, man. I'm live. I'm feeling good. I hope everyone right now is feeling good wherever you are. Big shout out to everyone who has been enjoying my live stream. And today is another day, man. Brest is facing Olympique de Marseille. It's a Ligue 1 France match. So I hope you're gonna lock with your boy Pankey BFLB till the end, okay? Let's lock in together till the end. Damn! I'm sneezing, man. I don't know why. Am I too excited to be here? Maybe. How are you doing, man? Let me put up a poll first of all. Let me put up a poll. Nice. Let me put up a poll. Will Olympique de Marseille the question of tonight is will Marseille defeat Brest tonight? That's the question, man. That's the question tonight. Will Marseille defeat Brest tonight? That's the question, man. Today, I'm rooting for Marseille because I can see my boy, deleting messages, man. Come on, boy. What's happening? Anyway, my biggest question is, will Marseille defeat Brest tonight? Make a vote, man. Make a vote. Make a vote. Make a vote. Vote. We get to continue. My boy, why are you retracting your message, man? Why? Anyways, I don't wanna waste any minute. How many minutes remaining? It's gonna start at 45. So I'm early like I don't know how many minutes. I'm early. That's no I'm early, man. Two votes in. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let me share my screen. Let your boy share the screen for you. Let me share my screen before I get to the lineup of today. Let me share my screen. We are in. Let's go. Lock in, man. Lock in. Make sure to vote. Make sure to vote. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Let's go. We are back, man. Stade Brest 29. That's the official name of Brest FC versus Olympique Marseille. Which team are you supporting tonight? For me, I vote for Olympique de Marseille. Let's go. Big up to everyone, man, who is in. Everyone who is in, man. Welcome to the big live stream tonight. It's gonna be one over. I don't know, man. You don't wanna miss. Okay? Big up to everyone who is in, first of all, and I vote yes. I vote yes. Yes. Let's get started. Let me go to the lineup. Let me go to the lineup. Let me go to the lineup. As you can see, as you can see, Brest is using a formation of 4-2-3-1. Brest is using a formation of 4-2-3-1. Four defenders, don't know, can I say four midfielders? No, four defenders, two midfielders, three false midfielders, and one striker, if I'm not wrong. Can you correct me in the live chat if I'm wrong? Okay. And for Olympic de Marseille, they're using the same, just playing, they're just using the same formation of 4-2-3-1. Nice. So let's see who's gonna take the day with that formation, because they're the same formation. So for Brest, let me start with Brest. The formation tonight is their goalkeeper is Kodat, and their four defenders is D Guindo, Diaz, Chardonnay, and Lala. K Lala. Those are four defenders for Brest. We have Magneti and Chotard. What a good name, man. Chotard. And for the false midfielders, false midfielders, I can say we have Dombia, Ebimbe, Del Castillo, and their big striker tonight is a Arjak. It's gonna be fire, man. Arjak. Okay. For Olympic de Marseille, big squad, as you all know. Their big goalkeeper tonight is Rulli. Four defenders, we have Ware, Pavard, Agard, Emerson. For the midfielders, we have Hobag and Quinten Timber, a brother to Julian Timber. A brother or twin bro. Let me say a twin brother because they look alike. And I guess they are twins, if I'm not wrong. For the false midfielders or false strikers, I don't know. We have Greenwood, Vermeeren, Paxao, and their striker tonight is Gouri. Gouri. Gouri is their striker tonight, man. Okay. So those are the starting 11 for both of the teams. I want to go direct to the. Give me a minute. I want to go direct to the substitutes for both of the team. Let me start with the home team. Home team, we have Radoslo, Macheki, Bradley Loko, Lakzobe, Soumaila Kolubali, Rafael, Lucas, Makalu, Remy, and Pate Boop. The head coach tonight is Eric Roy. I can see 3 votes are in, man. Keep voting. I can see Marcel fans are in. The 3 votes, they are coming from, Marcel supporters. Big. Let's go with that energy. For Marcel, their substitute tonight, we have Geoffrey Delang, CJ, Egan Riley, Facundo Medina, Imad Abdeli, Geoffrey Kondogbia, Hamed Junior Traore, Belal Nadir, Ethan Waweri, big Arsenal player, big up to him, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, big up. And their head coach tonight is Abibe, man. Big up to everyone who's in. Big up. Make sure to vote. And like this stream and subscribe if you haven't. So you gotta enjoy the best game tonight. the best game. How many minutes remaining? I don't wanna waste any minutes. The game has just started, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't wanna miss any minute. I want us to enjoy this commentary together. Oh my God, what's happening? I want us to enjoy this commentary together. Give me a minute. Let me work on my sound over here. I don't want anyone to miss this commentary, man. Let's enjoy this match together, man. What's happening? Why? Brest versus, my God. Brest versus Olympique de Marseille. My network is not doing well, man. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. My goodness. Why? Why is it misbehaving when I need it most, man? Let me work on my sound. Why is it misbehaving when I need it the most, man? Come on. Holy. Come on. What's happening, man? Don't wanna waste any minute over here. What country are you from? Oscar YP. I see you, man. I'm in Kenya, man. What about you, man? Let me know. Where are you from, man? Where are you from? Let me know. Oh my God. My God. Where are you from? Oscar YF. Where are you from, man? Let me know. My sound is misbehaving. Let me work on it. We get to enjoy together, man. Give me like 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. We are done. Get to enjoy. We get to enjoy this game together. Oh man, hold your horses, man. Hold your horses. Yes, we are back. We are back. Man, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry, man. We are back. Let's go. Still 0-0.
The Dean very smartly not responding to the Ballon d'Or winner. Emerson arriving from West Ham. He's gone for multi-millions. It's good play from Quentin Timber, who's playing out on that left. As after Vermeeren plays it to Mason Greenwood. No wonder they were doubling up on the Englishman. 3 goals in 3 appearances against Stade Brestois. Lemirin. It's really neat play to find Mason Greenwood, who cuts it through Pashao. It comes central to try and create a threat. The Brazilian now just hovers. Has his hand up. Guiri though finds Timber. Back to Hoiberg. Will he be holding on to the captaincy? Will Leonardo Valerdi continue as the official skipper of Marseille? One of the many things on the inbox of Abi Bey. Bey's penultimate match in charge of Rennes was a defeat to Marseille in the Coupe de France. One back by Brest, and Cavoy to be going for something spectacular. Might have worked out if he got it up into the wind. The Gerolamo really comfortable to take. Back from Benjamin Pavard. The report suggests his loan will not be turned into a permanent deal with Marseille. Return to Inter, but talk of a move to the Bundesliga. Return to Germany. Romain Lesong, seen something he didn't like. The referee has had history with both these clubs of late. He sent off Roman Del Castillo. In the last Brest match, he refereed, upgrading the yellow card. All lifted in by Kenny Lala. Breaks away, Mason Greenwood. Takes a risk, but the ball breaks for him. Turns away from Chardonnay. Out of position, it's a brilliant ball. Marseille to be in. Pashao wants the ball played. Timothy Weah couldn't get it quite right, but the American international now lofts it back in. But Guiri is going to have to try and keep this in. It could have been so much better for the visitors. Back with Hoiberg. Brest able to get back into the defensive position. Rudiger Jorg has his hands on his head, taking down Emerson. Interesting set piece position. But it could have been a big moment. But we are unable to find Pashao. Mason Greenwood looks like he fancies this. Strikes it high and over and into the empty stands. That's because the Brest Ultras are banned for a match after displays against Lorient. Marseille, in fact, will not have any fans at their next European away day after flares during their match against Club Brugge, which started what became the fall of De Zerbi, really asking a lot of Weah, but he's brilliant to get out. Greenwood tried to chest it down, but recycled by Brest, and the locals happy. You can see the water just skimming off the surface when the ball moves. Both teams doing well to really play it all. Certainly, for the moment, shows the drainage system is working okay. The ball is still moving, but it's clearly an opportunity for it to slow down. Club balls in behind. The Brest certainly have been more direct Since losing PLS Melu and Adi Camara into what was a midfield three with Ugo Manenchi. Here is a sign of that more direct approach. Mebinde drives into the box, but Wade does brilliantly to get in front of him and get some help. Navar clearing, but now the ball back in. Manenka shot! Another picture to add to his collection. Scoring in successive matches at Le Blé. And a disastrous start for Abbey Bay's reign. Well, Ludovic Ajorg is fourth of the season in a campaign that's been more dominated by assists. He said creating is as good as scoring. We'll try convincing us of that now. Heading in, again trying to cover the space, but he couldn't stop it. Flying past Rulli. And didn't come off Ramirin or the referee. Clearly, the Marseille midfielder. Marseille complaints falling on deaf ears. Brest, 1-0.
Brest 1-0, man. It's crazy.
A direct play and a terrific delivery.
Marseille, they are on fire, man.
Ajorg has delivered another hard thwack to Marseille.
Marseille, they are cooked.
Well, that has only increased the volume inside the stadium, despite the ultras missing. Marseille starting the night 5 points behind OL. And of course, Lyon have to go to Strasbourg, no easy task. Les Olympiens need to put pressure before the Olympico, which is their match after this. It's incredible that Marseille beat Lens 3-1 the end of January. And since then, it has been a disastrous fall from grace. From 5 points behind Lens and 7 of then leaders Paris Saint-Germain, the Club Brugge defeat and crashing out of the Champions League has just seen the results crumble. Ludovic Ajorg picking the pocket of Oibag, and now he drives on into the space. The deep just doesn't seem to have the legs at the minute. The ball whipped in. The touch goes to Emerson, who flicks it to Timber, turns away from Manenchi. Already feels like a Friday night classic under the lights. Junior Diaz, who stepped into the void of Sylvain Koulibaly, have been absolutely terrific. But they're not having to do too much defending at the moment. Chardonnay finds Kenny Lala. It's all the way back to Grégoire Coudert, whose first start for Brest was in the last victory for the club over OM, keeping a clean sheet to boot. He said he always kept belief in himself despite having arrived at the club as a fourth choice. Chardonnay down the line for Kenny Lala, great run from deep. Manages to pick out the cross, it might come to the back post. Hit down and low and really forced to push it wide. Well, he asks for the crowd to bring even more noise. Dauda Kandu. He did well to get it towards the target. Might have been going wide, but really took no chances. Well, Gindu certainly found himself in a good position, and now Brest with the corner. Really punches Gindu onto this, it's bobbling around. Well, it's true that Abbey Bay has had precious little time. Only really 48 on the OM bench. There's not much he personally could have done, but it still fits a lot of people in France who wondered whether he had the credentials for the role. Mason Greenwood showing great feet. He can't find Pashas. And now Roman de Castillo in space up against Moroccan international guard. It's a brilliant ball to find Dubia. Ludovic York is waiting. Can he double up? Will he beat Rulli? But he's gone well wide. Marseille can't believe the wide open space. Pavard looking around for help. As York failing to punish the visiting defence. Well, 13 goals last season. Certainly was able to concentrate more on his goal output, but this season much more of a linker, a creator, a pinpoint. But the goals have started to return. Abby Bay fortunate he didn't retain the golden touch that Eric Roy and co celebrated with the match opener. Just 10 minutes for Brest to take the lead. It could be an awful long night for the side for the south of France. Ludovic York is a brilliant header to find Castillo. He gets himself caught up by Pashao. But it's one back. Brest hunting in packs. Vermeeren finds way up. Oh, slips on the very waterlogged turf. Renici put it onto Bimbi. Way into Bimbi, both with Paris Saint-Germain passes. Of course, Timothee's father, Georges, also with the capital club, but certainly putting that to one side to represent Marseille this season. 2 goals on the road for the American international. Both came in thumping victories against Nice and Sco. And Marseille, how they would love a night like that. The return to the 5-1 victory in August 2024 that kick-started De Zerbi's reign, which just collapsed over the last few weeks. Other than the victory over Rennes in the Cup, 2-0 leads thrown away for draws with Paris FC in Strasbourg and against Club Brugge and Paris Saint-Germain, 8 goals without a reply. And it's amazing to think what a big difference that last gasp goalkeeping goal for Benfica made. Marseille, though, do have time on their hands to rectify this situation. Well, this is a moment to savor. Magnetti's deflected cross. Ludovic York moving into the space. It bobbled perfectly for him. And the Marseille defense could not react. Again, hoping they just looking on in dismay. So the big striker, his first headed goal of this campaign. Certainly a surprise given his stature and his history. Born in La Réunion, before heading to mainland France. Built his career, particularly at Clermont originally. And then it was Strasbourg, where he really stood out as a championnat class striker. A big money move to Mainz didn't turn out the way you would have hoped, but it opened the door to this pirate odyssey in Brest. Mason Greenwood, it's a wonderful ball, but just too much on it, and Timber was going to have to get through two red and white shirts. Only Didier Drogba, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and Florian Thauvin have scored more in a single season in all competitions for Marseille than the current 23 goals netted by Greenwood. Lovely turn from Timber. The Dutchman tries to link with Guiri. It falls to Vermeeren. Slides it on. Oh, it was so well read. Gundo knew the Englishman wanted to hit it first time and got his tackle to perfection. The ball not even going out. BeIN Brest trying to play their way out. Clip forward to Ajorg, but it's just out of his reach. Pashao. Well, it was a bit awkward for Timber. He was trying the dummy or the pass, and in the end, nothing happened. Ebimbe. It's poor from Weah, giving the winger a way out. Well, what a challenge this is. Full-blooded. Gundo taking no prisoners. And he's done brilliantly as well, along with Junior Diaz stepping into the back four on that left side. When Bradley Loco, again, suffering injury. And Koulibaly out, both back on the bench. They may have a fight on their hands to get their places back. Gundo, 5 caps for Mali. Certainly spoke about what a big opportunity it was to move to Brest and compete against the likes of Marseille in Ligue McDonald's. And certainly enjoying his night so far. Toiberg trying to direct traffic. Vermeeren. It's a really good ball to find Weah. Guiri. Timber. Pashao in the middle. Instead it's back to Højbjerg. Patient build-up from Marseille. Can they find a way back level sooner than later? Good pressing from Brest. Push them back to the halfway line. Pashao drops deep. Emerson pushes on. Brazilian makes an apology. He wanted it back, and he likewise gets one from Aguerd. Vermeeren. First start since victory over Monaco. It's also the last time Marseille had a clean sheet. They're not getting one tonight. Emerson. Guiri comes to take a touch. Pasha frustrated, but the Brazilian-born Italian international makes a good run forward, but he can't get the ball back from Greenwood, who dropped in centrally. Pavard. Ajorg was sniffing, but gets nothing on that occasion. Timothy Weah. Vermeeren goes into the place left by Weah. Keep ball for Marseille, but they're yet to threaten the goal of Grégoire Couder. Could they now? Weah has the chance to cross. He takes one out. But Kenny Lala wins the header. Up goes Ebimbe. Enough to allow Ajorg back to Manienchi, but it's a bit of a swipe from the midfielder. Great pressure from Ajorg. The Sog might have thought about a free kick, but Marseille in possession through Aguerd. Guiri. Brest, for the moment, well positioned. Marseille needs someone to break the lines. A bit of movement, forward running, or a killer pass. Macy Greenwood certainly has that in his locker. Deeper than Abibi would likely want him. Pashao cuts in. Is it to Højbjerg? Tried down the left now, back down the right. Bit of space for Greenwood, but Kamori Dumbia snaps in, as does Mbembe. Marseille won a free kick, but having to get on with it. A short diving in, but Timber able to sneak it away. Emerson flips it out to Pashao. 30 million euros for the now former Feyenoord forward, but hasn't really been able to shine how Marseille would have hoped. Greenwood gets it back from Weyang, clips it now. Kenny Lala. Ball breaks for the Brazilian. It's a brilliant bit of improvisation. It's now on the edge of the area. Greenwood slips, but he's still on his feet to strike. Guiri just couldn't get the touch that might have leveled the match. Well, the first bit of ingenuity for the visitors. First it came from Pashao. Guiri had a swipe at that. Then despite slipping, Greenwood smashing towards goal, but no one could turn it in. Neither defender nor Guiri. Well, good happy to see Chardonnay maybe crack open a bottle of the stuff. Given the ball didn't find the back of the net. Jork muscles in. On the way to Chardonnay. Diaz back to Kuder. Well, his 11th straight start in goal. Probably not quite his fault. Junior Diaz taking his eye off that pass. So the keeper has bided his time, replacing Radosław Majecki, who was brought on loan from Monaco. Now a chance for Vermeeren. Guiri clips it into a great area. Just seemed to freeze in time. Quentin Timber making a great break here. Guiri finding him, but he just never was in a comfortable position to pull the trigger. Timber getting a chance to play further forward, having previously been sitting alongside Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Vermeeren, the Belgian under-21 international, brought in place of Bilan Nadir. Now Greenwood didn't know much about that, and runs nicely for Brest. Ajork. There's the free kick. Pavel not impressed, but arms around the big striker. Well, Brest getting a valuable draw at Lille, but they could have actually had a penalty late in the game. And in fact, the referee doubling up to double Marseille pain. Well, he'd only scored 3 goals in the league this campaign before tonight. He's one shine equalness on a wet and windy evening in Brittany. Kamori Dumbia thought about it. So then he thought Magnetti's in a better position. And Ajork stretching his head. He hadn't scored with his head this season. Now he's done it twice.
It's over for Marseille, man.
In the first half.
It's over for Marseille.
By 2-0. 2 goals in 29 minutes as Abi Bey feeling his dream turning into a nightmare.
It's over for Marseille, man. It's over,
Oh, it's a
man.
brilliant ball for Vermeeren. Is there to be an immediate response? No. To be away to the halfway line. Ball breaks though for Pashao, but he shows too much of it. Chardonnay thumps clear. Lajorc, two headers. Heading crisis hit Marseille into further despair. Their fans are still making plenty of noise. It's unlikely to be anything that will bring the players any joy unless they can bring back some positivity. Emerson. Timber. Pashao, he loses possession. Looking at Timber, the former Feyenoord teammates. And now the ball through. He couldn't make a mistake there, Pavard, with Bimbe behind him. Brest, a team possessed. Manechi. Gandu just calling for Cam. And they bring it. Yoshota. Swapped a season. Relegation with Montpellier. For a place in the Brest midfield, and now starting to see the best of Eric Roy's side. It's taken time, but they're now looking much more like the team who incredibly finished third. And that came on the last day of the season against Toulouse, one of other Chardonnay's best memories, when they pipped Lille and qualified directly. Of course, not quite the dream pass on that occasion. Marseille now have a long way back. They've thrown away 2-0 leads away at Paris FC and Strasbourg at home. Now they're the ones who have to do the chasing. Aguerd. Well, the last time Marseille went 4 without a win in Ligue McDonald's was March, April 2024. And they're under threat of that if they cannot find a way back. Time is very much on their side, but they need to raise the performance level very high. Emerson. Brest, happy to sit deep, protect what they've got and try and hit when they can. Weah gets a little bit of space and time. First time ball, but it's away from Vermeeren. Roman Del Castillo got there first. And a bump from Højbjerg, despite the Danes' protestation, brings about a free kick. Made sure he got there first. Maybe a bit fortunate, but no fortune about this. Cracking header off one post into the other side netting. And sending Brest wild. The Pirates plundering through their main captain, Ajorc. Well, a loan spell and then €4 million reportedly. Very well spent on the big man. Well, looking on, Leonardo Bellendi. An ear problem. Saw him sit out against Strasbourg, but a late booking in Le Classique means an accumulation and a suspension that sees him in the stands. What does his future hold? What does the future hold for many, the playing staff and upstairs at Marseille, given what they've been living of late? Jacques Abandonado was interim boss against Strasbourg, taking much of the training this week, but they're chasing shadows at the moment as Mbembe was in and close to a third. Lovely ball from Roman Del Castillo, even better from Dubia, And then they knew he had to hit it first time. Cover finally coming to put him off. Emerson, Lagarde. Well, it's 10 minutes before half time. And rather than be a chance to try and reduce the deficit at the moment, Marseille look like they need a break and a regroup, because at the moment, their position is not going to bring them closer to Lyon before next week's Olympico. And Lille and Rennes will have a chance to move within 3 points of fourth, which provides at least access to the Champions League if through the playoffs. Eric Roy certainly directing traffic in the right direction for Brest. But quite incredible. The Abbey Bay sacked from Rennes after 4 straight defeats. Oh, there's a header there from Pavard, which didn't bring much calm or cool at the back. Is really throws it out. Magnetti does so well. Timothy Weah was trying to make the best of a bad situation. Really just getting this horribly wrong. I think Weah might have been quite happy in the end to give the free kick away. Maybe until this is delivered. Well, Bay sacked from Rennes and then landing his dream job after Roberto De Zerbi left. Mehdi Benatia made it very clear that was his main choice. Francaise has now replaced former Senegalese international, and Rennes, where he used to be in the youth, set up. The ball swung in. Diaz! Just wide. What an opportunity for the defender. It's only his 13th appearance for Brest. The 22-year-old almost netting for the first time in Ligue McDonald's. For the home crowd, they may be missing the feisty ultras, given the trumper stand behind the goal of Couder. It was closed down after flares and a disruption to the kickoff against Lorient. But the rousing performance from Eric Roy's side has certainly kept Francis-Le Blé bouncing. Well, Marseille going a little bit more direct. Guiri initially doing well to get his body in front of Diaz because he's not going to beat them for height. Majoric offers his apologies. That foul, quite similar to the one Emerson managed to give away a penalty. Going for the ball, Pavard getting there first. Timber, driving run from the Dutchman, links with Guiri, but when that final pass or shot wants to come, it's not for Marseille, but Guiri wins it back from Aaron. Mason Greenwood, a few step overs, drives it in, but Couder responds well off the slick surface.
Come on, Marseille.
Keeps it out, but it will be a corner.
Come on, Marseille, let's go.
Mason Greenwood threatening. Now Marseille have the corner kick. Certainly a night that's going to be a tough one to trust your gloves. Can Marseille hit back and change the narrative?
Willow Wens. Where did you get the English commentary?
Well, not now. No, not yet.
This is an official streaming
site. A little bit concerned, given looks like a head knock from a guard. Swung in the hockey got his head to it, but bumped into Algerian international Guiri. Also Chardonnay challenging from behind.
Is from, I think, does sports, if I'm not wrong.
He scored on his debut, the Moroccan international, a 4-0 win over Lorient.
Check it out.
So we look back at Ajorc, just hanging on at Pavard. He wanted to go then, but then look at this. just had to reach the neck to stretch the muscles and
Lilo
get there
doesn't
first.
sports.
And that's
Lilo
what it
wins.
means on both sides of the coin. Really did not look comfortable there, and his kick represents that, but it's worked out.
That's
As
sports. Something
able
like
to bring
that.
it into
Man.
space, but it's great pressing as he went to Emerson, and suddenly they're forced back. Well, what a difference
Do you know
a
it?
years and a half make, really.
Do you know the
Saving a
streaming
penalty at
service?
1-0.
Let me know.
Eventually 5-1 to Marseille, De Zerbi's first match. Now looking nervous as Brest lead by 2, and it
Brest are
could get
attacking.
worse. Robert de Castillo in the back post, but it's Sancho! Oh, he's flipped the post. Oh, the hat-trick was begging, but not provided. Well, great ball from Shota to find Abembe. He played it through, laces through it, but unable to find the back of the net. But Kamuri Dumbia now looks for Roman del Castillo. It's a little bit wide. He just keeps it in enough to win a corner. Again, looking for a response. No wonder Del Castillo and co can smile. The fans certainly happy with what they're seeing. Del
I can see
Castillo,
Will Owens is
there certainly is a wonderful
a risk
Chateau de Brest.
manager. Big up
And
to Will
Brest
Owens, man.
certainly showing the maritime spirit to dominate in these tempestuous weather conditions.
Brest can
Bashar
win.
needed to
Brest
get it
can
down
win.
first
Brest
time,
can
but
win.
does win the header well. And
I agree with
Shota
you.
back to Kuder under no pressure. Greenwood has a couple of looks, sees
Let's
no
wait and
support.
see. Let's wait and see.
As Kuder goes long, Agard heads away. Be a second to there, but here's Ebembe. Ajork, no hat trick. So close, and yet so far. Ajork almost netting as many goals as he'd managed in the rest of the season thus far in this solitary match. Certainly went for power. Maybe could have placed it easier in hindsight. Chardonnay away. Timber, it's a loose header. Robin de Castillo wins it. What a smart ball, but it's just kicked off the turf. And his former Strasbourg teammate Lala can't get there.
Brest are gonna win this match.
Well, Ajork
They are dominating.
has
They are
scored
dominating.
quite a few doubles in his time in Ligue 1. Last season, he even scored in 6 successive matches at the start of 2025. And he's never scored a champion hat-trick. But he's still got a second half to try. As Abby Bay, will the former Marseille captain be calling the riot act? He's actually the first permanent coach of the club who also played for Marseille since Didier Deschamps.
Brest are gonna win this match, guys. Let's wait and see.
Deschamps, of course, the last boss to win the Ligue 1 title for Les Olympiennes. They haven't won one since. Now, they're just desperate to finish on the podium, which they have been doing consistency of late. But are a big threat of missing out this campaign. Chance to deliver from Bashar as he goes to the byline. McKenny Lala steps on it. Did he stop it from going from a corner? Nasog thinks so. Referee with the best view, given the far side linesman is 1 minute added on at the end. It has been breathless. Francis-Le Blé. And Brest look to be taking a 2-0 advantage into the halftime break. Where? Mason Greenwood clips it in, but it's easy for Kuder to just palm down and eat in to the final 30 seconds of the half. Well, just one goal in the first half of the season. 2026 has provided 4 goals for Ludovic Ajorc, and it puts Brest very much in command, and it could get even better. Roman Del Castillo with the cutback, but he can only find Marseille captain Højbjerg as the first half.
Half-time.
The Brest fans on their feet. Ludovic Ajorc, the hero of the half. His double means Marseille are in deep, deep trouble. Abi Bey's debut is going horribly so far. Can they turn it around in the second half? At the break, it's Brest 2, Marseille 0.
No, bro, I'm not I'm a Marseille fan, man. Arsenal fan, but today I'm supporting Marseille. You feel me? What about you, man? Willow wins. What about you? Which team are you supporting, man? I can see you put 10 euros on Brest, man. Which team are you supporting? Let me know. Let me know, 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 let me know. Tonight I'm supporting Marseille, man. But they are disappointing me. Yesterday I was supporting Celtic, they disappointed me. Also today Marseille doing the same thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. The teams I'm supporting, oh, unlucky brother. I don't keep up with French football, but Had Marseille aren't doing so well. Yeah. As you can see from their 5 matches, they have lost 2, drawn 2, and won 1. The same with Brest. I'm a United fan. I knew it, man, from your profile picture, man. I see. This weekend, man, let's catch up this weekend, man, and enjoy a big game. Oh, you're playing on Tuesday. Manchester playing on Tuesday, if I'm not wrong. Manchester United is playing on Tuesday. This weekend, support Arsenal, man. Willow wins. This weekend, support Arsenal. Yeah. Man, you are facing Everton. And I'll be at watching, man. I want you to be beaten. What Manchester to be defeated, man. This weekend, support Arsenal, please. Everyone who is watching this weekend on Sunday, let's all lock in and support Arsenal, please. Nice. Now you're my brother, man. Willowens, now you're my brother, man. Come on. Arsenal is gonna destroy Tottenham, man. Trust me. Arsenal is gonna destroy Tottenham. I hope Newcastle are gonna defeat Man City tomorrow. Tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, Newcastle, please do us a favor. I'll be at watching tomorrow Newcastle to win, Manchester City to lose. After they got destroyed. Let's cross fingers, man. Willow Owens, let's cross fingers and wait to see if Man City are gonna fumble, man. They're the only team that scares me right now. The only team. Big shout out to L2BC Noel. Big shout out to you, man. And a big shout out to my boy. My boy. Big shout out to my boy. Willow Owens, man. Big shout out to you, man. Manchester United fan. And also, big shout out to everyone who has voted. I can see 11 votes are in. Will Marseille defeat Brest tonight? Yes, at 82. No, at 18. I think Marseille fans are many tonight, man. Big up. Let me know. Say something in the chat, man. If you are live right now, if you're enjoying this live stream, say something in the chat, man. Willow Owens, can you tell people to say something in the chat? As we wait for the second half, man. Let's wait for the second half. Yes, that's my boy, Willow Owens. Come on, chat. This guy energy is amazing, man. Big up, big up, big up. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. I think like 8 minutes. Wait for the second half to start. And see if Marseille are gonna come back and win. I hope they're gonna win, man. I'm supporting them tonight and they're losing. Yesterday I was supporting Celtic. They lost. What's happening with teams nowadays? Big teams nowadays are falling, man. Nice, I can see another vote is in, man. Big up. Keep voting, man. If you are live right now and you haven't voted, you are doing something wrong, man. Make sure you vote, like, and sub, man. Sub up. Let your boy hit, man, a couple many subscribers. Let's get to a mil. Let's get to a mil. My boy Joshua Success, are you in, man? Come on, Jack. To be honest, Marcel is not playing well, man. I think they're in a very terrible form right now. And I did not expect Brest to dominate. Because if we check the French Ligue 1 standings, Brest is number 12 if I'm not wrong. And Marseille is at number 5. And number 4, number 4. Somewhere there. But right now, the number 12 team in the table is dominating. 2 goals ahead. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But let's wait. Let's wait for the second half. Aubameyang is maybe he'll come on because he's not did not start the game. Also, Ethan Nwaweru, Arsenal player, still at the bench. Maybe the second half they'll be back. Maybe the second half they will turn things around. Who knows? Let's wait and see. Big shout out to everyone who is in man right now. Enjoying this Friday live stream with your boy. Pankey IBFLB, man. Big shout out to everyone. At the start, I was having some, I was having some sound issues on this live stream, but I fixed everything, man. Now we're back. I can see Joshua Success was complaining, man. I'm sorry, man. But right now we on. Oscar YF, where are you, man? Why is Oscar YF? You asked me, what country are you from? And you vanished, man. Where are you? Come back. Come back. Let's talk, man. Willowens, by the way, where are you from, man? Willowens, let me know, man. Where are you from? Let me know. As we wait, let me know. Willowens from Manchester, UK, bro. Oh, nice. Big shout out to everyone from Manchester. Big shout out to everyone from Manchester. Today, Brest is doing their thing, man. They are playing the best game. They are shocking the world. You had like 5 minutes to get the second half.
Well, Marseille with a big job in the second half, if not quite a mountain. Certainly when you look at the performance level, it might feel like it. As York, the main man, of course, but he gets around defensive and attacking threat. On course, what he hopes will end with a first hat-trick, but he'll settle for these 2 goals being enough for a massive 3 points. Well, Marseille are looking down the barrel of another damaging defeat. They've won the last 3 meetings between these sides, 5-1, 4-1, and 3-0. Now they trail by 2. Brest have lost 4 of the last 6 against Marseille at Le Blé. But they're looking in real trouble, the visitors. Timothy Weah off the pitch as he slid off on the slick turf. And Brest have certainly made the most of. As York then pinning Benjamin Pavard with devastating result. Right in off the post. And Marseille's defence has again been posted missing. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been out doing his warm-ups. Whether he's immediately introduced, we'll wait and see. But there needs to be a change if Marseille are to turn around this 2-0 scoreline. Well, this stadium was featured in a movie, Les Seigneurs, back in 2012. Moulin played Marseille in the Cup. Real Brest fans, 250 of them multiplied to create a full stadium. Need no special effects for those who have braved the weather to see their team and how they have been rewarded. Abbey Bay, he lost his last 4 matches in charge of Rennes. He's on course for a 5th personally against Eriquois, who he won their only head-to-head when Rennes won at Rosanne Park in the Breton derby over Les Pirates. But it's the Pirates who are smiling. Eriquois checking his notes. But the main note is Keith Ajorc in business, because he is red hot. Hoiberg and Amiguiri long in conversation. They certainly need a massive response to send those fans even vaguely happy home, and it is quite a journey across the hexagon of France. Abbey Bay, a final word for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who is one of 3 goal scorers when Bay's Rennes were knocked out of the cup. The Gabon international Guiri and Greenwood netting. Now he's sending on Aubameyang to try and save the day. Well, he scored 1 goal every 2 games for the club. He's actually just 1 shy of the total goals he scored in his time with Saint-Etienne a long time ago. 40 goals, he'll be desperate to add to them. So it looks like a switch from Abbey Bay. But can he get a different chin? Looks like a 4-4-2 is Wea is having to play back boy. The wind conditions. But the main condition they have to struggle against is they're trailing by 2 goals to 0. Brest, through Ludovic Ajorc, are very much in control, but they're not home, and they're certainly not dry. Ajorc gets an early contribution. Guindu back to Junior Diaz, who steps forward. Snap ball into Doumbia, holds off the challenge of 2. Nava giving away the free kick. Ball clipped over Ludovic Ajorc. As we said, Wea did brilliantly. A physical mismatch, but he lent in to the Brest number 19. And the ball running through to Rulli. Pasha, it's a really smart ball to find Guiri. Chardonnay pushes it back, but Hoiberg can keep Marseille pushing forward. Timothy Wea. Greenwood gets to the byline, clips it across. Acres of space as Emerson collects. Has a look. Drives it across with Chardonnay away. It's a good touch from Del Castillo. Ajorc tried to pin Aguerd, but breaks for Pavard. So the change. After Lamirin heading off the Belgian under-21 international. Ami Guiri dropping in to the number 10 role behind Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That means Timber dropping back alongside Hoiberg.
Big shout out to Super Arsenal. You know it's okay, bro. Let's catch up tomorrow. There'll be big EPL matches, man. We'll catch up tomorrow, my boy.
Behind Kenny Lala, but Aguerd didn't fancy it. So it goes short to Emerson. Guiri.
Sleep well.
Emerson kept pressing. Again, back to Rulli. Pavard.
And big shout out to Super Arsenal World, man. I see you.
Agel.
Drop you a sub. I'll pop in tomorrow, man. Big up. Big up. Let's talk tomorrow, man.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Stay safe. Stay
After
safe, man.
Pablo Longoria, the president, somewhat neutered, taking the sporting responsibility away from him, with Mehdi Benatia returning as sporting director. Dembia looked it to be a really good position, but couldn't shift it into space. Frank McCourt taking more of a hands-on approach, given how things fell out after the worst Le Classic defeat in the derby's history. This all from a Marseille side that did beat Paris Saint-Germain at the Velodrome early in the season, and were just seconds away from winning the Trophée des Champions before a late goal and then defeat on penalties saw them have that losing feeling again. Pashao on the turn, looks for support. Emerson tries to create an angle. Højbjerg. To Mteweya. There's a run from Greenwood. He's found. Great touch. Smashes across. A little bit of panic there, but Gandu tries to bring a bit of calm as the Mali internationals link. Oh, it's a lovely touch. And now Mimbe down to Ludovic Ajorc. Turns away from Aguirre and wins a free kick. Well, Moroccan international thought about thumping that ball down as Lisa Greenwood had thumped this across. And Mimbe showing a bit of panic. But it was tidied up by Dumbia and Gandu. Header from Pavard. Junior Diaz with an early cry. Shotar leaves it to him. Goes again. Del Castillo up well against Pashao. Now forces Emerson to go back to his goalkeeper. Pavard. World Cup winner. Berg gives the option. Brest working so hard to press and cover the spaces. Question is, how long can they keep that up? But Eric Watt did talk about his finishers off the bench being so important. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang found a bit of space, but the offside flag is raised belatedly against him. Forward, very tight, but maybe just a shoulder off. Or maybe just a problem with the... Oh, well, an announcement that the fans... No chance. I think from the away end, an announcement made. French football taking a very strong line on offensive chanting or banners. But for the moment, no pause to play. Breaks for Greenwood, but that's a really smart chance from Diaz. Dumbia to Evembe. Del Castillo activated a great first time ball again. Certainly
On fire, man.
just ahead of it. Couldn't divert it on target, but another warning for the Marseille. Emerson.
Brest are on fire.
They're finding it so hard to have any midfield control. With Dumbia at the point, Manetti and Shotar doing so well. Really stopped the service to the front. Look how close Dumbia remains. Glued to Højbjerg. to stop construction at its base. Marseille have to find another way. Pashao, nice little drop of the shoulder, finds the dares. Pashao can find the finishing touch. A one-over kick. One almost looked like backheel attempt from Pashao. Either way, neither making contact. Ajoric's header finds Doumbia. Nevembe. Now, Kamdu. The breaks down, and it's a good break from Timber. Pashao, former Feyenoord teammates combining. Pashao trying to shape it to Greenwood and does so successfully. Fires in deep, it's a brilliant ball, and Shota did brilliantly to get it and head it away. Great covering job from the former Montpellier midfielder. Swung in by Guiri. It's a dangerous one that Brest are desperate to clear. It's still there to be won, and Ajorc eventually gets it away, and Doumbia wins it back. Trying not to run into trouble, but he has done. Greenwood. Agard. Thought about the cross. I think he might be quite happy in the end. That's gone for a throw. Brest wanted it for themselves. Way up. Back to the American international. Now Emerson wants to give it a go. A rare shot in truth from OM. Not much to make them happy. Well, this was just a real scrumash. And Ajorc eventually able to clear. Agard and Heuberg desperately cutting away at it. As it looks like another sub about to come on. Waneri hoping to bring some magic for beIN.
Ethan Naweri is coming in.
Back to Rulli. Pashao can't read the flight of it. Kenny Lala to Del Castillo. Gets a bit of space from the fullback's run. Oh, Ajorc gets off the top of his head. And a goal kick. Well, the cameraman to my right, not in agreement. Neither many in Le Blé. To skip off Ajorc's head and off Pavard. Brest feeling hard done by. Certainly not on the scoreboard. 2-0. And Marseille, despite maybe a bit better energy, they have still not made Couder. Forced him into a meaningful save. Can they do now? Greenwood clips it in. The Chardonnay well positioned to clear. Del Castillo tries to track Emerson, leaves him as he goes central. Pashao wants it early, but it's slowed down. Way up. Heuberg. It's Pavard, of course. The defender waits on it, drills it across, but he just plays it behind Guiri. It was a shot in the dark. And he didn't find his teammate as Agard does find Timber. Pashao into a good area, Couder with a strong foot away. Marseille finding a little bit better. Had a couple of occasions of good crossing positions as Agard now takes it on himself. Gets up high, but Del Castillo, a couple of good touches, but now it's broken kindly for Timber. But they can't hold on to it. You have to be so careful with your passing. But that is just wonderful shimmy from the Ajorg. Panetti. Aubameyang does well, but it's a strong challenge. Kandu, though, loses out, and Aubameyang just stretches legs. 36-year-old has a look. It's a little dummy there, Greary. Can't get his shot out, but there is a shot through. Straight to Kuda, and then an air swipe from Aubameyang.
Come on, Marseille, let's go. Marseille is
But he
back.
couldn't knock Kuda down. Pashao here, bringing in the best in Brest. Now number one. He's waited an awful long time, and now an 11th successive match between the sticks, having only ever previously managed 3 in succession since arriving in the club in 2021. Dumbia finds Del Castillo, finds Mbembe. He wants to take the shot on. Really ruled the roost on this occasion. Ajor gives the forward a kiss.
Brest are on
He shaped this up
fire,
nicely,
man.
the former
Jeez.
Paris Saint-Germain youngster. Timothy Weah down and struggling. Danny B was having words with Ethan Waneri on loan from Arsenal, who made an explosive start, scoring on his debut. But at the moment, as we head towards the hour mark, it's Brest who are looking as likely, if not more, to stretch their advantage. They have packed this front post. Junior Diaz, the one at the far post. Where's Roman Del Castillo going to stick this? Ajorg, Chardonnay, Dumbia, the pest in the 6-yard box. Timber certainly not short of a fuse. See jostles with the Mali international. Mbembe there as well. It's swung into the far post though, and all much ado about nothing. Really quick out. Weah looks to have shaken off that knock. Long and high. It suits Brest though, especially when Del Castillo gets onto it. Lala, smart ball. Shota though, probably could have just reeled that in. Marseille happy enough because they get on with it. A goal for the visitors would certainly change the complexion. Weah digs out across. Greary thinking about it. Diaz gets there first, but Højbjerg keeps it alive. Timber twists and turns, finds Pashao, clipped in, Greary! Oh, it's just wide. Marseille hoping that's a sign of things to come. Well, it's wonderful play. Timber looked like the chance to pass it gone, but on the spin, Pashao with a really good pick out. Greary so close to picking out the far post. A warning for Brest. Bava encouraged. And now tucking it back to really under pressure from Dumbia. Back to the former Bayern Munich defender on loan from Inter. Looks to get distance on this. Moving to the halfway, and Diaz wins a great header. Del Castillo hits almost too good a touch. Timber. Oh, shows too much of it to Shota. So early in Timber's time with Marseille, but he's learning a lot about the pressures of playing for the 9-time French champions. Well, there was a big cry on the far side, but Emerson back to his feet as Greenwood goes for a slalom. Perfectly timed with the Winter Olympics on. But certainly no medals being handed out for OM unless they can turn this around. Wonderful ball swung in, but it just wouldn't drop kindly from Pashao to Aubameyang. Brazilian certainly has been
Come
much
on,
brighter in the second
Aubameyang.
half.
Come on.
Trying to create, but as yet, no takers. Waneri, fellow Marseille subs, trying to keep warm. Pretty freezing conditions. Traore, who made a big impression while on loan from Bournemouth, originally with Auxerre. Injury interrupted time on another loan now at Marseille. Kamori Dumbia, Mbimbe trying to get in behind, held up, but goes back. Now a little ball into Del Castillo's come central. Dumbia, they all got it. A little bit untidy, but it's one back. Del Castillo's back heel doesn't keep possession. Greenwood picks up a foul. Gandu feeling frustrated. But referee, I think, not happy with the placement of the ball, where the foul occurred. But here is Dumbia and Del Castillo trying to pick their way through. Lericois keeping his counsel, but he is desperate to see a third win in his managerial career against Marseille and end a run of 3 straight defeats. For his Greenwood managerial career again is being penalised. Romain Lesog, last time he managed a Brest game, ended up sending off Romain Del Castillo against Lyon, the 2-1 away defeat. The last time he was in charge of a Marseille match was in the Velodrome against Angers. He sent off Lilian Raoul-Essoa, and then just 6 minutes later, Neil Maupay managed to get 2 yellow cards. Both teams down to 10 after 30 minutes, but he's not been into his book in this encounter. Gando with a chance to deliver from this set piece. Oh, he's gone for goal. Well, not lacking in confidence, the Malian, but not getting the desired result. Now has to get back defensively, but it's Diaz who heads away, but only as far as Greenwood. Driving, but that is a wonderful challenge. And then a really clever ball to Ajorc, has to be inside. But he likes to twist, turn, and win a free kick. Greenwood, dangerous in these situations, but this is a wonderful stretch, almost on the splits. Certainly making sure he got that right. Greenwood looking back in anger. Ogando had that phenomenal crunching challenge against Greenwood in the first half. That one more delicate, but just as much risk. Højbjerg. Well, let's say there weren't any cards. One is really right for Højbjerg. Well, his 50th Ligue 1 appearance as captain was ruined with that 2-0 lead coughed up at Strasbourg. Now his side chasing. Maybe a bit unfortunate to get a booking there. He does catch Gando, but obviously he had to put his standing foot somewhere. But what does mean another chance to send a delivery in. Romain Del Castillo. Diaz was waiting, but doesn't reach him. Kenny Lala launches. Shotar holds his position. It's a really smart flick to find Del Castillo. 1-1-2. The fans are loving it, but they want the finishing product. But Mbimbe got caught up by Højbjerg. Cleared as far as Diaz in the centre circle. Kuder encourages his team forward. Ajorc goes to try and reel it in, does so brilliantly. Lala. Angle ball, Shotar. Showed a bit too much, but did it well to shape it back to his captain. Marseille acting like the ball was out. This one up and under. And for the traditionalists, and the crowd responding brilliantly. They're certainly enjoying themselves on Friday night. The curtain raiser to match day 23. Greenwood drops his shoulder. It's a really smart ball, and Timber dummies at Emerson. Wasn't quite on the same wavelength, but the Italian international does get there now. Timber again. Finds Pashao. Timber, Ebimbe comes back. That's a brilliant challenge. And now Brest want to break out. Kenny Lala. Tambia, it was just too much. You can see his reaction of frustration. Marseille, are they going to be making a change? It looks like a double is on the way. Can they change the trajectory of this match before they arrive? Over the head of Guiri. Gando away, but only as far as Greenwood. Roman Del Castillo back to defend. He does so diligently. Greenwood and Marseille being left hugely frustrated. Incredible to have the top marksman in the land and yet find yourself struggling so bad. 20 minutes remain. Ahmed Traore and Ethan Ranieri preparing to come on. 12 goals conceded in the last 4 away matches. Quite incredible. This time, it hasn't been about late concessions. Del Castillo does well, but couldn't reel it in that second time. Weah, that's going to be a booking for a Ajorc. You get the feeling he feels it was worth it, given the danger of the fullback driving. So the change is coming. Not the most subtle from Ajorc. Amin Guiri and Pashao heading off. Ethan Waneri and Ahmed Traore on. And the Englishman, the real bright spark. But his Arsenal's Premier League title hopes are starting to be on a sugary peg. Waneri swapped that for stress and strain in Marseille, but tries to make an immediate impression. Oh, if that ball had dropped, Del Castillo probably didn't have the legs to bring the whole way into the Marseille half, but it certainly would have had OM scrambling. The rest of the weekend, Lens, Monaco, Toulouse, Paris FC, and Paris Saint-Germain face bottom of the table Metz. And the focus is on Marseille trying to find a way back into this contest. Heuberg overruns it. Auxerre, which will be Fonquez's first match. Tabi Bay's departure and ending up at OM, Nice, Lorient. And of course, ending with Strasbourg against Lyon. And at this point, Marseille are hoping for a favour, but even that would see Strasbourg back into the top 4 picture themselves. And of course, Rennes, they can build on their 3-1 win over Paris Saint-Germain while waiting on Fonquez. It's getting very interesting, and it's equally interesting continually in this matchup. Roman Del Castillo initially getting there ahead of Aguirre, but Moroccan did block well. Diaz, that's asking too much of Ajorc. Well, the informed striker alongside Ajorc is this man, Remy Labolascari, on loan from league leaders Lens. He was replaced replaced the start lineup after suffering from tonsillitis this week. And Bimney took his place on the left flank. He's been a good performance from the three-capped Cameroonian. But Lamone Ascari really adds rapid pace down that left wing. And his first job is closing down to the Tewea. Greenwood, Waneri, the two Englishmen linking. Little look from Greenwood, sees he's got time. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Waneri swings it out. A couple of touches for Armin Traore. The substitutes combining. But Brest forcing them out and then it's given away cheaply. Oh, there's a run out there from Lascari. Oh, Chardonnay thought about a right foot swing. Emerson, he realised was about to steal in. Managed to readjust and make a very important challenge. Might have been an opportunity to release Lamone Ascari. Here's Greenwood, lovely touch, creates space out of nowhere. Keeps on going. The league's top scorer spreads to Traore, clips it in, away from Gondo, and Greenwood smacks his own player. Aubameyang doing the clearance, but Marseille keep coming. How big a goal would be, because if Marseille can turn this around, it's not that it won't matter about the performance beforehand, but the moment, the results, all that would matter. But it feels a long way away, still 2-0 down. Aubameyang, it breaks kindly for him, skips inside Chardonnay, went to ground too easy. He's done Chotard as well, but more red shirts come. And Chardonnay able to come back. Where were the blue shirts of Marseille? Ajorg tries to switch it. Del Castillo just waited to pounce, but Tewea did well. Greenwood tries to find Aubameyang, but doesn't find feet. And now Dumbia trying to slide it through to Lamone Ascari. Better defending from Marseille. They're going to have to take increasing risks. Already made. Attacking changes. Weah, he will get there. Decides to cross first time. Diaz away. Leva wanted a corner. He's getting nothing of the sort. Well, impossible to see. But what's easy to see is Abi Bey alongside Jacques Abondonado, who took charge of the Strasbourg match after the Derby left 3 days after his 47th birthday. Bey now the 6th boss he has sat beside. And it's certainly been a sign of instability that has plagued Marseille. Romain Del Castillo. Well, Frank McCourt arrived in 2016 with the OM Champions Project, nearly a decade on. Anything but, not a single trophy lifted. They have achieved top 3, 4 out of the last 6 seasons, having managed none in the previous 6 campaigns. But the last Ligue 1 title was under Didier Deschamps, now 16 years ago. Since then, Paris Saint-Germain have won 11 of their 13 titles. Media Benatia in the stands, having been given far more control. It was never going to be an overnight fix, but fix it quickly. Him and Bey must. Even Lille, 2 titles. Monaco 1. Montpellier, their one and only. but they just need something to go their way. But it's not. When it's York, just picks the bucket of timber. But the Dutchman will get a present. Unfortunately, it's a yellow card. They're running out of time. The Marseille fans, impressive in their support. It's been constant, it's been loud. But they've been outgunned by Les Pirates. And now Luca Toussaint is going to replace a real Brest hero in the figure of Kamori Doumbia. He was best known early doors for his 4-goal haul in a Brest victory over Lorient. And he made clear he wanted to make the move from Reims to Finistère, the end of the earth. And the fans certainly feel he has gone to the end of the earth. Imad Abdelli, another with a long love for Marseille, comes off the bench. His debut was in Le Classique, and that was a chastening experience. Well, Toussaint certainly has been playing a backup role, but he does have, for players with over 300 minutes in the league, most pressures per 90 minutes. Brest with the second best as a collective, just behind Angers. It has to be said, Brest have the third lowest budget in the division. And the two below them, Angers and Le Havre, are all together away from the bottom of the table. And it just shows the jobs that Alexandre Dejeu at SCO, Eric Roy, and Didier Digard at Le Havre have done. Brest, of course, earning that Champions League money, but it's not a bottomless well. They've invested smartly, and of course they do eventually hope to move into a new stadium. Toussaint trying to link. The link breaks. Marseille find a way out. Timothée Weah tracked by La Bolescari. That's why Agua talked how important his finishers from the bench would be. They didn't imagine necessarily they'd have a 2-0 goal lead to protect in these final 10 minutes. Can Marseille find a hero to ignite their drive for points? Swung in. Hoiberg, maybe not the worst thing that it left him and found Greenwood. It's a penalty. Easiest decision of the night.
Penalty for Marseille.
Had one brilliant challenge against Greenwood in the first half.
Penalty for Marseille. Let's
To
go.
stop him in the second half, but this time it's not. Third time lucky because he's got it horribly wrong. And
Penalty
Marseille
for
with the perfect
Marseille.
chance
Let's go.
to half the deficit. Well, Greenwood getting the grass out of his boots. Is he going to take it on? Judel's doing the same. Well, a huge moment, and it's the league's top scorer who is taking on the responsibility. Well, his last penalty is that one sneaky one past the post, but otherwise it's been left to right. Judel has never saved a penalty in the top flight, but he has done now.
Oh my God.
He denies the league's top marksman
Greenwood has lost a penalty. Come on.
towards a massive Brest win.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, the
Marseille.
name of the goalkeeper rakes round the blade
Oh, Ligue.
from fourth choice team keeper in 2021 to the number one. And it's a brilliant save to deny Greenwood. Well, he's bailed out Drondu. And it's re-energized Le Blé that just had some of that electricity broken. But here is La Bolascari until a far side flag. Abbey Bay absolutely devastated. Greenwood, not the best of penalties once Kuda went the right way. 1 foot on the line. There was no retake needed. Picture perfect from the Brest goalkeeper. Oh, how big a moment will that be? It feels like the final nail in Marseille's hopes for points. But they can't let their heads drop. Wea swings it in. Aubameyang was waiting. Abdelli. Emerson. Can they find that final delivery? Greenwood smashing in. And taking out Quentin Chardonnay. Well, just bumped the Brest captain. But this, from Kuda, his rise up has certainly been topped with his first save in Ligue McDonald's. Florian Thauvin scored against him early in the season, but Greenwood couldn't. And Bay is on his way to defeat on his Marseille bow as coach. Well, it is pandemonium. The Pirates are plundering all the joy they can from this experience. It's a long time since they've enjoyed victory against Marseille. With every passing second and every opportunity Marseille waste, it feels ever closer. Working it, but well wide from the Englishman. They trying to keep hope alive. Well, in all competitions, it's going to be a third defeat in 4 that are all winless. And if it was crisis point before, it's only getting worse. Well, Højbjerg is trying to work out if he's the one being taken off. He's handed the armband to Agard already. So he's now going to be on the pitch, having been stripped of the captaincy, but not yet subbed off. Bilal Nadir wasn't ready to come on. So this set piece will come in first. Aubameyang waits for support. Not the best of passes. Best one a handball, but play rages on with Abdelli. Greenwood pulls out wide, but it goes to Weah first. Now to Marseille's number 10, who missed the chance to make it 15 for the season. Abdelli. Emerson is a poor touch, but he still manages to find Agard. It is absolutely whipping round the rain. But the locals don't care. They're used to this. But they're not used to victory over Marseille. 3 straight defeats. And it's feeling closer and closer as York's double has them touching distance of a famous victory. The last time was a couple of years ago, and it took a last gasp. Pierre Melu goal. It's Pierre-Emile Højbjerg heads off. Bilal Nadir on. And Bradley Loco, back from injury, is coming on. And he's going to replace Roman Del Castillo, a hero in these parts. Giving encouragement to Loco, who's had such a bad time of injuries. Thankfully, this latest sideline not quite as serious. Now, just sitting currently in front of Gondo, although they seem to think it was the other way around. The Bolascari heading over to Roman Del Castillo's spot on the right flank. Emerson. Abdelli. Pavard. Greenwood. Wants the 1-2. Brilliantly tracked. And the perfect introduction for Bradley Loco. Certainly the Englishman has been driven loco by the locals. Waneri and the rest of the changes have not changed much. But the penalty save from Kuder cannot be understated. He could have switched the whole momentum, and instead we're heading into the final 90 seconds of the 90 minutes with Brest still 2-0 up. Another victory at the Blé is in waiting. Oh, Toussaint wins there ahead of Waneri. Too strong. And his ball just ahead. And there is a book in Waneri. Taking out Toussaint. And the Englishman into the book. A couple of tugs. And particularly given he was trying to slip through Labolascahi. A yellow card, understandable. Well, he's going to take something quite sensational for Marseille to turn this around. They're going to have 5 minutes of injury time. But it just doesn't look like happening for them. Oh, lovely from Menenchi, whose 2 cross balls ended up with this man scoring. Will look to be the game-winning goals. Labolascahi. A cry of, what? Not sure why, but I'm getting the decision. Despite feeling he went shoulder to shoulder. Marseille, now captain, likely disagree. Traoré back to the substitute, Nadir. Aguerd. Greenwood showing a bit too much, but having enough pace to keep the ball, and now Pavard. The moment a switch of the centre backs, but the ball swung in. Onto the edge of the area. Abdelli couldn't do much with it. 5 minutes as mentioned. Eric Roy won't want his side to give Marseille a sniff. An East native. This will certainly taste extra sweet. Amin Traoré. It feels like it's now or never if they're to try and at least steal a point. Feels like any thoughts of victory left a long time ago. Chardonnay, lovely touch from Ajorc, just wants to hold it up. Wait for a ball out. They take a risk. It may have not been worth it. Nadir, Abdelli, Weah, header down, Kuda to the rescue. Well, Ajorc, the doubted hero of the first half with his 2 headed goals, but the only name being chanted around the Francis-Le Blé is that of Grégoire Kuder. Something scarcely believable, but this season he's risen to the top job, and there's nothing to say he won't keep it. Aubameyang, though, still wants to puncture his goal. The ball driving across. Oh, it was also a goal. Kuder caught in the face. And it will be a free kick to the home goalkeeper. Well, this, and him scrambling. In fairness to Traoré, you can understand him going for this as it bobbled around. A few touches. It's really good defending for Bradley Loco, but Kuder, unfortunately, being caught. Well, this, the ball in and headed down. Fantastic reaction to the 9. Traore. Well, it's getting a little bit feisty now. Garrett getting involved. Roman Asog trying to sort things out. Well, Ajork in with some of the Brest bench, Kuder, and the striker will certainly be sharing the Breton headlines. But what a moment for the 26-year-old. On course for his 4th clean sheet of this campaign. But could there be a final flourish? Labolascari happy to go for the corner. A bit unfortunate the ball came back off him. Just 1 win in 6 in all competitions for Marseille. They may have changed the manager, but they have yet to get out of the hole they find themselves in. Eric Roy waves his side forward, but he looks pretty calm, and that's because we're into the final minute of additional time. Traore. Again, Brest able to just force the blue back. Nadir. Abdelli wanted it, but that's a poor ball, and now Bradley Loco. They thought about going as Gardu, in fact, who plays it back to Manechi. That would be a booking, but they can play on, in fact they won't. Referee preferring to stop it and produce a yellow card for another substitute. Waneri and Nadir making an impact, but not the one they hoped for. Kuder, that's full time! Well, Marseille's crisis only deepens as Abi Bey loses on his debut on the bench. Brest celebrate a massive victory after 3 straight heavy defeats against Marseille. This a priceless victory. Goals of Ajork and the saves of Kuder have downed les Olympiennes. It ends here at the Francis-Le Blé. Brest 2, Marseille 0.
Stade Brest 2, Marseille.
Willkommen bei DAZN. Erlebe unvergleichliche Action. Willkommen beim Global Home of Sport.
Marseille.
Der beste Fußball gehört uns. Europas Top-Ligen live.
My
Auf
God.
DAZN. Jede Woche alle Spiele der La Liga, Serie A und Ligue. Teilweise auch mit Originalkommentaren. Freu dich auf europäischen Spitzenfußball. Nur auf DAZN ist jeder Tag Spieltag.
Big up to the 17 voters. Big up.
Das ganze Trainingscamp, was wir gemacht haben, wird dann natürlich auf die Probe gestellt. Wir wissen, was der Plan ist. Der Plan ist, Samstagabend zu gewinnen.
Draußen baut sich schon eine richtige Gänsehautstimmung auf. Auf geht's. Showtime.
Super gespielt zum Abschluss.
Und der MVP trifft.
WBC heavyweight champion of the world.
Das Matchspiel gespannt ist. Wir haben damals in Indis gewohnt, zu 5 in einem Raum geschlafen. Wir haben viele Raumspiele gehabt. Um 23 in die Klasse kommen.
Es ist wieder Europapokal-Zeit.
Der beste europäische Fußball gehört uns. Mit den besten Spielern aus Spanien,
Als wäre es nichts. Setzt der Weg mal rein.
Italien, Frankreich. Alles, was Europa zu bieten hat, an einem Ort. Live auf The Zone.
mit dem Ausgleich. You understand what they're doing? We found a way to win the game no matter what. Man, let's get some playmaking going. Can you believe this? Die Stimmung ist bestens. Lamine Yamal. Bis zu des Wahnsinns. Was für ein Tor. Was für eine Stimmung. Und der ist drin. It's time to wait. The Lions. Noch Spiel entscheidend und dann setzt er den rein. Und das Tor! Und Bill mit dem Ausgleich.
My good people, it has been one live stream that I know most of you are disappointed. Then it is what it is. The game, at the end of the day, there's always a winner, man, and not always the person or the team you wanted to win. Okay, so I wanna sign out, man. Get some rest, recharge. Tomorrow, like now, today, it's gonna be a big day. It's gonna be a big day. So let me sign out, man. We're gonna catch up later. Yeah, I wanna say a big thank you for all of you who have enjoyed my stream till this time. For the 19 people who have voted, big shout out, man. Big up. Marseille people have won the challenge, but unfortunately, Brest won. Let me end the poll. Yeah, Marseille people have won. Also, I wanna do one thing before I get off. Shout out to Joshua Success, Sharon, Oscar YF, L2BC Noel, Will Owens. Big shout out to you, man. Thank you for saying something in the chat. see you today sometime. The EPL matches are all over. I don't know if I'm gonna come for Aston Villa match or Chelsea, but what I know, I'll be doing Man City match, Newcastle vs Man City. So lock in. We're gonna catch up today sometime, man. Big up to everyone. Let me sign out, man. I'm out. I love you all, man. Thank you for you staying with your boy. Thank you, man. Thank you for staying with me. Link with your boy Pankey IBFLB today sometime in a very big EPL match. All right. Yeah, let me get some rest. Marseille have done us dirty. Let's hope for the best. I'm out, man. Peace and love. And best of luck in everything you're doing, man, out there. Okay? Wish you well. God bless you all.